Hey everyone, welcome to my first accessibility demo. Today I'll be showing you Capti on the Mac using VoiceOver. So first I just wanted to point out Capti. It's a cloud-based reading support tool and lots of schools are adopting it. It works on any personal computing device. It has capabilities beyond text-to-speech. And so I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. So you'll notice when I click on the Capti app, it opens in my Chrome browser. And then there are two main areas. So starting on the left side of the screen, there is a section called Playlists. And those are like folders. And inside of each playlist, you'll see additional files. Files can be from any source you can really think of. You can get them from Google Drive or Bookshare or Dropbox, wherever you like to store your files. On the right side of the screen, the other 2/3, there is a text area, and there are some text reading tools that are on the bottom of the screen, and there are some appearance tools on the right side of the screen. So earlier today I've gone in and I've looked up in the help section. So I went to, in the blue bar there's a little question mark called help, and there's a shortcuts link. Let me move my face. And I was able to find some keyboard commands that worked. And I also went to a website and watched a ton of videos on using VoiceOver. So I'm pretty new to it, but I think I'm ready to give it a try. So I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to open up my VoiceOver. And the way I do that is by pressing Command and F5.
VoiceOver on Finder, desktop, teaching math folder. You are currently on a folder.
Okay, and then to open up something that's in my dock, I just have to press Control, Option, and D for dock.
Dock, Capti Voice, 17 of 24. You are currently on
To open up the Capti Voice, I have to press Control, Option, and the spacebar.
Capti Voice, Chrome, Capti Loader, Web Content, Capti Voice, Web Content. Unchecked red audio supported reading blind visually impaired 2012 _ Jackson Presley .x2204 group. You are currently on a group inside of a text element. To interact with items in this group, press Control Option.
Okay, so now I can use one of the keyboard shortcuts and just start reading because it's exactly where I had left it off. So I'm just going to press Q and start listening.
Audio supported reading for students who are blind or visually impaired by Richard M. Jackson, EV.D, Boston College and Cass.
So that couldn't really be any easier. I don't even have to know how to use VoiceOver to get it to start reading. If I wanted to skim this article and by headings, the shortcut sheet told me to press 1 or 2. So I'm just going to get it reading, and then I'm going to press 1.
With support from Mike Presley, audio supported reading for students who are blind.
Okay, now 1 just started it over again. I'm going to press 2 this time. So I'm going to start reading by pressing Q.
Blind or visually impaired. Introduction. Audio supported reading. A theory to practice perspective. Conclusion. Students who are blind or references. Abner, G8.
Okay, so you can see that actually skipped right through to the conclusion and the references when I press 2. So generally, if I want to go back, I'll just do the opposite. So I'll just do a shift plus the command that I just hit, and that's going to do the opposite. So where I was running into problems is when I tried to navigate the playlist in order to choose another file. So here's what I got. So
2 items in text view. Use arrows to navigate group. 2 items list box.
So I use Control, Option, Shift, down arrow to get into this list view.
List box.
Okay, now I'm going to Control, Option, Shift, down arrow again to interact with the things on the list.
In list box, playlist application.
Okay.
Playlist application. Frame. You are currently on frame. Frame 2.
I'm back in the text area. So let's go back again. Shift tab.
Uncheck Google Stuff 0 unread private group. Unchecked. You are currently on a text element inside frame.
And I'm back in the text
Room busy.
area. So it's really
Busy.
hard to stay in that
Busy.
playlist. In the playlist, I was having trouble getting past the first item before it would send me to the text area. My rotor
Articles.
settings,
Navigation.
I think I've tried every setting and none of it allowed me to reliably get down the list into something else, and allowed me to select something in the on that select that blue arrow that I was talking about.
Frame.
What I'm trying to say is that I couldn't get into the files in each playlist. I just was not having luck. And I spent hours on this. I just can't figure it out. So if anybody knows how to navigate the playlist section in Capti, please let me know. Just put a link to the video below in the comments. Thank you.
Framed. Frame 2. You are currently on a frame. Voiceover off.